1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Wait. Beautiful. All right. Everyone. In light of new information, we're rebeating Terra's story, then starting Ventus. Alright, so here's the new information. Previously, the belief was that we had to 100% Terra's reports. Well, what has happened is the Kingdom Hearts Wiki has updated on the requirements for blank points on beginner mode. And it says I need In the Money, Power Walker, and Keyslayer, and to beat Final Episode. Now, the thing about that is a lot easier to accomplish than 100% the game. In fact, we should have In the Money already. Keyslinger's not a big deal. So the only thing we would have to do is Power Walker, which requires 999,999 stats. Which is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt, and I don't know if it counts across all characters or if it's just the one character. So we are going to have to watch out about that. But the thing is, Terra's stats won't update until after we beat him. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to beat all of the characters. Is the goal. We're going to go beat all of the characters. And then we'll do any cleanup that we have to do. And then we're going to see, after Final Episode, if Fragmentary Passage and Blank Points trigger. If they don't, we'll worry about it then, right? But according to all new information... Can I just skip all of this? According to all new information that just updated within the past few days, I probably don't need to 100% the game, which is great. We're also like 20 levels above what we were the first time we did this. I'm kind of expecting to demolish these guys' assholes.
Too slow. Too slow. Too
You remember how this fight was hard the first time we did it?
Say goodbye. Feel the darkness. Heal. Heal.
I wasn't there for that one. Wasn't there for what one? Also, welcome back, Macthier. How's it going? And now we get to play as Lingering Will. Oh, you weren't here for the one where I got my ass kicked. The first time you did this fight. Oh, I got fucking demolished. But we're like 20 levels higher and we've now maxed out every single ability, so... You know, you can say a lot of things about Kingdom Hearts, but what you can't hate on is the music post-Kingdom Hearts 2. Listen to this song for a second. This is a fucking banger. Haha! I'm winning the darkness contest! Oh, that was fucking awesome! Holy shit, that was a cool way to end the fight. Oh yeah, I should probably remind myself how the fuck this fight ended. It was composed by Yoko Shimomura, right? I have absolutely no idea. Zero clue. It's been like a week, like 2 weeks since we fucking did this fight, so I no longer remember. Oh yeah, that's right, I remember. I had no idea what was happening. You don't know what that big light was? I assume it was the creation of the Keyblade. I know the moon is Kingdom Hearts, but I assume the light had something to do with the creation of the Keyblade.
Aqua.
Regardless, that explosion came from the Aqua Ventus area,
One day,
so I'm sure we'll figure that one out. Like,
will
I don't
set
think I'm
this right.
supposed to know what that was yet. I don't think we're at that part of the game. Skip. %83 completion. Most used command is Sonic Blade. Interesting. Most used Critical Impact. That makes sense. Experiment 626. That would just make sense. Yeah, that's fair. It has to do with the Keyblade. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nope. Nope. Alright, let's check our Trinity archive real quick. You've earned the In the Money trophy. That's what I want. Okay, so I did earn In the Money. So we need In the Money. We have one down. We also need Keyslinger. And so, okay, so by the way, Max here. Here's the new information we have. So the previous idea was that we had to 100% Terra's reports. Well, there has been an update on the Kingdom Hearts wiki that now claims that all we need is to finish the final episode, finish everyone's sticker album. I don't know what it is about this fucking sticker album, but the game really wants you to do this fucking sticker thing for some reason. Like, even if you beat the game on Pride mode, you still need to do this fucking sticker album for some goddamn reason. Maybe I should call it the Twitter place. But anyway, according to the wiki, what I need is no longer to 100% the game. Which is why we went ahead and finished Terra's story, despite the still having things to do in his journal. What we need now is to do In the Money, which we have, and we need to do Keyslinger, which involves killing 9,999 unversed. That's easy. We'll do that on accident. Not worried about that one. The last thing we're going to need is Power Walker. Which is 99,999 steps. That one might be a pain in the ass, but other than that, we need to finish everyone's sticker album, and we need to do the final episode. Which is, like, it's like 1,000 times easier than the original assumed thing, which is why we're gonna go ahead and boot up. We're going to go ahead and boot up, and we're going to skip the introduction. We'll bypass the opening scene. Yes, thank you. And we're going to we're going to go right to Ventus, because if it's a lot easier than we thought, then we don't need to fuck around with Terra any longer. This has probably saved us about 3 months of grinding, if true. In this game, you choose one character at a time, complete his or her story from start to finish. Each character visits different places, meets different people. Only by finishing all 3 stories will you uncover the tale's deeper truths. Hey, it just says complete now. That's pretty hype. Alright, go ahead and give me Ventus. Apparently, according to Nomura, you have to do Terra, then Ventus, then Aqua. So, Ventus is an outgoing, inquisitive boy who holds his Keyblade backhand. Quick attacks are his forte. Kingdom Hearts was originally supposed to be a 3D platformer collectathon, so maybe the stickers are a callback to that. I did not know that, and I am so happy that that is not what it became. I think Nomura just likes random dumb bullshit every now and again and just becomes obsessed with it and makes it a key component of the game. Like, when he was working on Final Fantasy 15, when he was working on Final Fantasy 15, he watched the play Les Miserables, very famous play, and he apparently stormed into Square Enix headquarters and demanded Final Fantasy 15 change direction into being a musical. And this is after already changing the direction of the game like 3 or 4 times previously. Like, he did it like 5 times, I think. And then Square Enix was like, okay, well, you're off this project now. You have completely lost your fucking mind.
Then let the examination begin.
Instead, let's go ahead and just put you in charge of remaking, quite possibly our most popular and famous game of all time, Final Fantasy VII. Can't possibly see how you'll fuck that one up. Did you collect the puzzle pieces in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix? I don't remember. I think I didn't. I collected a good amount of them, but I don't think we did all of them. I know we did all bosses.
Don't worry about me. You two focus on the exam.
But Ven, you're in danger here. Go wait in your room.
No way. I've been looking forward to this. Seeing you two become masters. I'm not gonna miss it now.
So this has been pointed out before, but if you tried to use a Keyblade, you would break your fucking hand.
Yeah.
Stay sharp, Van.
It's the piece of metal that lies against your wrist. You would hurt yourself so fucking bad. Holy shit, dude. Let me just tell you, as someone who's been playing as like a maxed out Terra, oh, Ventus feels bad. Oh, this feels bad. It feels bad to be level 1. Holy shit. I'm sure I'll get used to it. I'm sure it's one of those things where Terra will become my least favorite once everyone is like level 50. But right now, oh my god, dude. I know that. Shut up.
That was unexpected. But one must keep a still heart even in the most trying of circumstances. It was an excellent test, one I chose to let unfold. Which brings us to your next trial.
And you, Disney, and Square wanted to collaborate to
Now,
make something that would
Terra
rival
and Aqua,
64.
The two of you will face each other in combat. Remember, there are no winners, only truths. For when equal powers clash, their nature is revealed. Begin.
Yeah, I remember. I remember I played Kingdom Hearts the first time because my parents were playing Vampire the Masquerade, which is kind of like D&D, except for it doesn't play anything like it.
Terra,
But it's the same idea, right?
both performed tremendously.
And so I got like shoved into a different room with a PlayStation, and I'm like, "What's this fucking game?" And it was Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, "This is
You
pretty
failed to keep the
cool."
darkness within you sufficiently in check. But there is always next time. That is all. Aqua, as our newest Keyblade Master, you are entitled to certain knowledge. Please wait here for further instruction.
One day we'll find out what that certain knowledge is.
Hey,
One day we'll be playing Aqua.
Terra, I'm sorry.
The darkness. Where did it come from?
Ooh, you know what I am looking forward to? I'm looking forward to seeing this from Ventus's perspective, because I want to know if you see it from a different perspective, if
do
it
you
still
make of
looks like it's all Master Ericus's fault.
He ain't gonna cut it.
Because that was a big Terra thing.
Somebody's gotta break that loser in.
Not here, you won't. I have to keep up appearances.
Yes, new bit of information. The Kingdom Hearts wiki has updated.
You just
That's the
need
first-person
to
vampire
leave
RPG,
home.
right? So, Vampire the Masquerade is a tabletop role-playing game like Dungeons and Dragons.
Sorry,
Um,
but I need some time alone.
yeah, it's a tabletop role-playing game like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's instead of using a die 20 system, it uses what's known as like the storyteller system. It's like a die 10 system that uses dots, and you roll a number of dice based on like what your stats are, and then it's about measuring the number of successes you have. So it only uses 10-sided dice.
Huh? Who are you?
There are a
never
few
see
Vampire
Terra
the
again.
Masquerade video games. Actually, there's an absurd number
Get
of them because
real.
they got bought by
I can
Paradox.
see
but
Terra anytime I want.
there used to only be a handful. I think the most famous one is probably
Right now?
Bloodlines.
He's leaving you behind. And by the time you catch up, he'll be a different person.
Which is a
Look,
bit of like a
whoever you
cult
are,
classic
You don't
game.
know the first thing about
It's
Terra.
which, for the record, Bloodlines
Me
is a
and him
good
will
game, but dear
always be
God,
a
is it
team.
is
Trying
it
to
a
pick
bug
fight or
fest?
what?
Now grow up. Is that what you call friendship?
Oh yeah. Anyway,
You'll never know the truth unless
the
you
Kingdom
go
Hearts
out
wiki
for it
updated,
yourself.
and it says now it says instead of needing
Come
to
on, what could you
100% the
possibly
game,
know?
all I need to
Stuck
do
here,
is get the
looking at
Keyslinger,
nothing but
Power
what's in
Walker,
front of you.
and in the money trophies, and I need to finish every character's sticker albums and finish final episode, which is way easier than 100%ing every character. So that's why we're going on to Ventus's story now. Yeah, they were... Yeah, my Mama Sack ran the same, like, Vampire the Masquerade game for, like... What was it? Like, 15 years, I think it was?
Terra! Terra!
It's okay.
Anyway, I was in the next room playing Kingdom Hearts. That was also the first time I played Diablo. Although those two events were years apart. Honestly, 1 and 2. But I wanted to beat 1 before I went on to 2. Last vampire game I played was Vampire. I heard Vampire was good, but short. It was okay from what I remember. You heard Vampire was bad. Interesting.
Wait, Ben!
I forged a D-Link with Aqua. I know how D-Links work. I forged a D-Link with Terra. I got a Xehanort letter from Xehanort to Ericus. I unlocked the command board, the Land of Departure. I can now go to Snow White World. Y'all been keeping up with the fucking Snow White thing? I gotta play it through PlayStation Plus. The, like, Snow White debacle. Shut up, I know how to play the game! I know how to play the game. Wayward Wind. The Keyblade you started out with, what it lacks for in reach, it makes up for a slight boost in strength. I heard there was a controversy, but didn't look into it. So there's been at least 2 controversies. One of 3 good luck charms Aqua made for herself and her friends the day before the Marco Master exam. The first controversy has to do with hiring practices. So they can't, for the 7 dwarves, they've renamed them the 7, I think, companions, I think. And instead of activates when you use attacks like Quick Blitz. Wow, how incredibly specific, thank you. And yeah, so they renamed them 7 companions, and they're like all different like races and ethnicities and shapes and sizes. And this caused a controversy. Because the 7 dwarves are, you know, historically dwarves, and so originally people were like, oh, well, this'll create a great opportunity to give a lot of, like, people with dwarfism chances to act in, like, Disney movies. But Disney was afraid of having people with dwarfism play dwarves, because they were afraid it would be controversial. So instead they completely cut all the dwarves out of the movie. And then, like, a lot of dwarf actors in Hollywood got, honestly, justifiably fucking mad that, like, a perfect opportunity to have, like, 7 dwarf actors was, like, snatched away from them for, like, and like 7 like randos was cast basically. And then the next thing is the actress who's playing Snow White is the original one, which honestly wasn't that big of a fuss. Is more people going, what the fuck are you doing, Disney? Is they cast a Hispanic woman to play Snow White, which is an interesting decision, to say the least. But what became worse is that the actress herself in interviews has shown a clear disdain for both the story of Snow White and the character of Snow White. And she's like, we're modernizing it. And she's like going all girl boss. And people are like, there was nothing wrong with the original Snow White story, and you're ungrateful for the opportunities being given to you. And then she like did that thing where you double and triple down, and then she goes on like fucking TikTok, and then is like, oh, woe is me, everyone's attacking me because and taking me out of context. And she did this over the course of multiple interviews. So it's like a huge case of like shoving her foot directly into her mouth. Maybe they'll get their opportunity in the next Wizard of Oz movie. They're making another Wizard of Oz movie? Don't fucking tease me, Mac Tier. Don't fucking tease me. Xehanort's letter. Please accept my dearest gratitude for the invitation to witness your pupil's ascension to the office of true Keyblade Master. I don't know what this accent is. It was a heavy mantle our master placed upon our shoulders in naming your successor, but you have nonetheless preserved and raised 2 masters yourself. I know it cannot have been easy. I did you terrible harm in the past over a petty difference in opinion, and just a few years ago selfishly thrust my own burdens upon you. I think of you like a younger brother, and yet, fool that I am, I've never availed myself of countless opportunities to apologize or thank you for opening your home to the boy. Yet not once have you blamed me. On the contrary, here you are inviting me to such an important ceremony. I intend to be there to offer you all my blessings. Our master chose his heir wisely. Ours is a bizarrely ironic task, to watch over the light from the shadows. But in face of that, the warmth of your heart and unfailing dedication to the light impresses me to no end. I've taken to wandering the world and seen much darkness hiding in the light. Lately, I fear it has taken a turn for the worst. Perhaps Yen Sid has already told you about the unreversed. Yen Sid is the cause for at least 10% of every problem in Kingdom Hearts. These fledgling emotions derive from negativity, and I can now sense their presence nearly everywhere. This is a long letter, and on the topic of darkness, we must speak on another matter that concerns me. Fuck. Related to the upcoming ceremony, when I visited several years ago, your pupil Terra drew my attention. His power is immense, to be sure, but within his heart I could see darkness just waiting to be awakened. I know this is none of my business, but I have reservations about welcoming Terra as a— Yo! As a true Keyblade Master without taking certain precautions. The traditional examination, perhaps, to see if he has the mark of mastery. The choice is yours. I will humbly respect your decision. Take care. I eagerly await our long overdue reunion. Yo! Xehanort! He planned it from the beginning. Wow. I don't know if there's actually one in the works, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is. I'm fucking down. If there is, I'd be on board. Wizard of Oz is fucking awesome, and my absolute favorite Wizard of Oz character is a Munchkin. Although, I will say this. They did portray them as dwarves in the original, like, movies, but they're not described as being... like, as being dwarves in the books themselves. Huh? Not that I would, not that I'm not okay with the, portraying them as such. I'm just saying that's not how they're described in the books. Wow. But yeah, my absolute favorite goddamn character is a Munchkin named General Ginger. Ginger is the fucking awesomest character. Dwarf Woodlands. See, if this was the new live-action Disney movie, it would be Companion Woodlands. Ginger conquered Oz from the Scarecrow. She like stormed the Emerald City and took it over. It was fucking awesome. She ended up losing the war though because of Glinda. Wah, wah. But she had like such a cool fucking scene in the books where they tried to like recapture the city with the Tin Woodsman, and they like so Disney's scared of dwarves is an offensive word now. They're afraid of portraying people with dwarfism as dwarves is the idea. They thought it would be offensive. But anyway, yeah, so they charge back in the Emerald City, and they find it completely unguarded, and the castle is just completely open. And when they get in there, she's just sitting on the fucking throne eating a box of chocolates. And then the Scarecrow, I think it was, said something to the effect of like, you've taken the throne from me. And then Ginger says, the throne belongs to whoever is strong enough to take it. And then she eats a chocolate and says, and I have. And I'm like, fuck, Ginger, you're not allowed to be this fucking cool.
Who are you?
I'm Ventus. Call me Ven.
A diamond thief! Take cover, you fools!
You know, if they want to fucking do a fucking girl boss kind of movie, why don't they adapt, why don't they fucking adapt the fucking
I'm sorry.
second Wizard of Oz
Didn't mean to
book?
frighten you.
You didn't?
You mean you're not here for our diamonds?
That's not nice. Treating me like some kind of bad guy.
Excuse me.
I'm just trying to find a friend.
Last Wizard of Oz related
His name
media I
is
saw
Terra.
was the Saturday morning
He's dressed
cartoon from
kind of like
2015,
me,
I think.
about
Huh.
yay tall.
Sounds like a tall tale to me. Go on, get!
We don't know any Terra.
Please, could you come over here? I just want to talk.
Don't fall for it! Stay where you are!
All right, then we'll do this the hard way. Yeah.
Oh shit, are we just gonna hunt him down and beat him up? Because I am on board. I love how they're like, you're not gonna take our diamonds, and we're like, no, I don't want your diamonds. And then and then you're like, I just want to talk to you. And then their immediate reaction upon me saying I'm gonna talk to them is to leave me, like, them not believing me that I'm not here for their diamonds, is to leave me alone in a room with their diamonds. Are we sure they're not all dopey? Ooh, I got Fever Pitch. Yo! 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 Hold up. Fever Pitch is good. Oh yeah, I forgot to D-Link. It's like they tried to implement so many elements from the books that they could, they watered it down so it's not as dark. Huh. Honestly, I was surprised at, one thing I'll always say about the fucking books is like it would be hard to adapt to Dorothy properly. One, because she's so young, like she's way younger in the books, and also two, because I have trouble believing that like there's a fucking actress that could portray someone like a child actress that could portray someone that fucking cold-blooded. Dorothy's got fucking ice in her veins. I got Watch Dogs 2 for like $5 a couple days ago. Nice! There's a scene in the books where Dorothy just left a forest and she's like, I want to sleep in a fucking bed. She doesn't curse because the book was written in like the 1800s. But she's like, I want to sleep in a fucking bed. So she just walks up to some guy's house and knocks on the door and is like, hi, I'm Dorothy Gale. I want to sleep in your house. And the person's like, I'm sorry, what is that? And points to, like, the cowardly lion. And Dorothy's like, oh, that's my lion friend. Don't worry, he won't eat anyone unless I tell him to. So can we sleep in your house or what? And the person's like, yeah, all right, come on in. And Dorothy's like, great. Like, she fucking threatened someone with a lion. Good talk, bud. I almost saved over Terra, by the way. Can we talk about that? I have to be careful about that. Because I need all 3 saves. So I need to be very careful to not do that. And then there's the fucking scene where Dorothy, like, dumps water on the fucking Wicked Witch. Like, she does it because she's pissed off, and then the witch is like, ow, I'm melting, you're killing me. And Dorothy's like, wait, what? And the witch is like, the water, it's killing me. And Dorothy's like, oh, okay. And then, so Dorothy grabs the bucket, and then fills it up with more water, and comes back, and then dumps more water on the witch to actually kill her. Like, Dorothy just straight up murders the witch. And then, what does she do after she straight murders the witch? Why, of course, she gets a broom and then just sweeps her fucking melted body out of the fucking building. She just treats the dead witch like fucking garbage. She's like, whatever, I'm fucking Dorothy, fuck you. That sounds like Pete. It's probably the same voice actor. I assume it's Dorothy. And then there's a fucking scene where the ground splits open due to an earthquake. And they're all hurtling towards... they're all hurtling towards the fucking center of the planet. They're, like, falling. And fucking Dorothy's there with her cousin. And her cousin is fucking losing his shit. I'm warning you, keep your paws off her diamonds. I'll be watching. You're watching from a different room, you jackass. And then her cousin's like, why aren't you screaming? Aren't you afraid? And Dorothy's like, oh, I only scream if something's scary. She says as she's hurtling towards the center of the fucking planet. And then there's a scene where she gets fucking knocked off of a boat in the middle of the ocean on a boat to Australia. And she ends up on a thin piece of fucking, like, wood while a hurricane is blowing all around her. And her fucking immediate reaction is, you know what? I'm bored. This hurricane is... Being stranded in the middle of a pitch-black ocean in the middle of a hurricane is fucking boring. So she just goes to sleep. Because fucking Dorothy Gale does not give a shit, alright? Fucking she's fucking cold-blooded, alright? I cannot undersell how fucking cold-blooded Dorothy is. Use payback attacks to counterattack after an enemy sends you flying. I already got payback? That's crazy. Then there's a scene where, like, fucking someone was pissing her off, and she threatened to teleport them into a volcano. Is it morning already? Dorothy, man, no one fucks with her. Anyway, before I was replaying Valhalla, I have a hard time making top 10 games list for me because I can't figure out how I'd rank them. Anyways, Valhalla would definitely be absolutely on that list. However, I'll probably never be able to 100% that game. fucking Model Warrior Julianne. Model Warrior Julianne can go eat a dick. Anyway, that's there's 99 reasons why we need a new Wizard of Oz movie. And it needs to portray Dorothy in I did 100% it. And like because if there is a fucking character that's a goddamn girl boss, it's Dorothy fucking Gale, all right? Did you meet all the secret characters? Yes, I did. I'd rather get a TV series. Ooh, a TV series could work, yeah. You know what, I'd be good with that. Did you get all the music that unlocks a new game plus? I did. We haven't met any Mira Terra, and we know if a stranger was around here. You sure seem nice. I wish we could help you. He seems so mad about it. He's like, I sure like the cut of your jib. Go fuck yourself. Remember when Sci-Fi made a mini-series based on Wizard of Oz? I do remember them doing it, but I didn't watch it. Ugh. It was called Tin Man. Yes, I remember it existing. I never watched it. I wasn't even interested in Wizard of Oz really back then, although I had seen the original movie and was pleasantly surprised by it. Konami made a hack and slash game? Really? Oh, is it really old, though? My hay fever. I gotta, hold on, careful. No, not your hay fever. Konami has at least 2 games coming out in like the next 2 years. I remember seeing a retrospective video about that game. Oh gosh!
Come on. I'm telling you, I'm no thief.
Ah, that's what they all say.
Silent Hill 2 remake isn't being developed by Konami?
Fine,
Oh.
I get it.
Wow.
You want me to leave, I'll leave.
Are they pachinko related? I'm sure there are pachinko games of those games.
Oh, but can you tell me where I can find some other people around here?
They're outsourcing Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm gonna be honest.
Got it.
I don't think a Silent Hill 2 remake is a bad idea, but that trailer did not inspire confidence. I think the MGS3 remake was also outsourced. You know what? That's fair, because they pretty much gutted their games, their game making people. Their gaming department. That Cersei needs a blooper team. That's really bad. Oh yeah, that was blooper team. I think blooper team could do an okay job. Layers of Fear is interesting enough game. At least they have, like, horror game experience. Is it morning already? My thing is, like, the trailer does not inspire confidence, because, like, excuse me. This is gonna seem weird to say, maybe not. I guess if you know Silent Hill 2, it won't seem too weird to say. I think... God, what's his fucking name? Harry? Is it Harry? Is it Harry Mason or James Sutherland? I'm mixing up my Silent Hill protagonists. Okay, yeah, James Sutherland, is it? No, James Sunderland is a British politician. Who the fuck is the Silent Hill 2 protagonist? Oh, it is James Sunderland. James Sunderland is also just happens to be a British politician as well. Okay. Damn you, random British man. I think he emotes too much in the trailer. My hay fever. I gotta hold on. Okay, they're just saying shit. Like, a big thing about, like, fucking James in Silent Hill 2 when you play it is, like, James doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit about the people around him. He doesn't give a shit about the horrors of Silent Hill. He doesn't give a shit about himself. This is a man that sees an infinitely black, bottomless pit covered in blood and rust, and his immediate decision was to jump down this hole. Like, zero fucking hesitation. He doesn't care if he fucking lives or dies. That's why the horrors of Silent Hill are more of like a psychological effect on him. Be like, he sees a big scary man with a rusty knife and he's like, this might as well be happening. Whereas, like, when you see the trailer for Silent Hill 2, he's like, ah! And, like, screaming, and he has, like, this sad look on his face, and I'm like, this isn't my James. My James is an emotionally zed zombie man. We haven't met any Tara, and we sure know if a stranger was around. You sure seem nice. Wish we could help you. I'm warning you, keep your paws off diamonds. I'll be watching. Oh yeah, hold up. Bluebird's team logo looks like boobs. Okay, you're saying that like it's a bad thing. Fun fact, looking at boobs, once a day is shown to increase your lifespan by about 5 minutes. Would that work with my boobs? I don't know. Hey, never hurts to try. But this applies to men and women, and whether or not you're attracted to women or not. It's just like a universal benefit to look at boobs. So I'll be able to live forever if I see enough boobs. I think it's one of those things where there's probably diminishing returns at a certain point. Like, for example, like going for a walk increases your lifespan, but if you try to walk forever, I don't think you'll live forever. Like, I think at a certain point it stops helping. I mean, you cannot believe it or not, but there have been studies that have shown it. You want examples of the stuff? Fine, I'll fucking look up the study. Jesus Christ. It was a study done by Medical Daily. Oh, yeah, it was Medical Daily specifically for looking at boobs. The other ones are different studies. It was a British study. At least this one is a British study. Yeah, the study was by Medical Daily. Oh, and here is... Okay, it was a German scientist named Karen Weatherby. And was published in the New England Journal of Medicine. Although this has corrected me and says it just increases men's lifespan. Sucks to suck, ladies! Haha! Reminds me of an episode of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Staring at boobs? Good for me, I guess. Well, women also live longer than men naturally, so maybe it does work both ways. Oh, adding minutes to your lifespan. I think I remember an episode vaguely about that, but I could not for the life of you tell you what happened in it. It's because women don't do as much stupid shit as men. I'm not sure that's true. So, yeah, see, exactly. It's like, no, hold up. I'm not sure that holds up. I do want to be clear, so far we've come to this fucking world, seen some dwarves, walked up to the dwarves, been like, hey, do you know where Terra is? And they're like, don't touch our diamonds! And then we have to track them all down. And then we're like, have you seen Terra? And they're like, no. Like, so far Ventus's story is kind of fucking terrible. An old man kept earning bonus years to his life through good health so he could live forever and try to sell books back. Oh, right, I remember that one. Yes. I bet if I tried to watch Billy and Mandy now, I would hate it. I remember kind of liking it as a kid, but it was never, like, my favorite. But I bet I would just fucking hate the show if I watched it now.
This must be where those little men live.
Although, speaking of Bill and Mandy, this was the thing when I was in, like, middle school. There was a fan comic on Snafu Comics, which is about, like, basically if, like, Grimm and Mandy had kids. I think I've grown out of that kind of humor. Oh no, it was totally internet fanfiction. It's still publishing, by the way. Everyone now, like, every, like, year or so, I'll go look at it and I'll be like, is this still a thing? And it's somehow still a thing. Yeah, we need high jump. Excuse me. I'm surprised Ventus gets poisoned this early. It was like forever until Terra got poisoned. First 2 seconds were pretty tame. Oh, first 2 seasons. Although, what I did enjoy about Billy and Mandy is that it occasionally had crossovers with Kids Next Door, and somehow, and I don't know how this occurred, it became canon to the universe of both shows that if for whatever reason Grimm is unable to be the Grim Reaper, Cookie Sanbon just becomes the Grim Reaper, like, next. Like, is just next in line for some fucking reason.
What's wrong?
These horrible trees. They tried to grab me.
I have no idea.
You were probably just seeing things. It happens to all of us when we're afraid.
But, like, it happens in both shows. It just, like, became a thing that it's like, oh, Grimm can't do his job. Well, I guess it's Cookie's turn.
Sure, I'll get along somehow. But I do need a place to sleep at night. Would you know anywhere I might?
Well, I saw a house just up ahead. Come on, I'll take you there. Oh, I'm Ventus. Ven for short.
Thank you, Ven. My name's Snow White.
Great. Let's get going.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Ventus! He's known this girl for 3 seconds and he's already taken her back to his place. The trees tried to grab her. Evil Dead 1980. No, it was like actually cooking. Because it happens in Codename Kids Next Door also. It's just like a weird canon thing that for some fucking reason Cookie's next in line. Although, you know what, at some point, I don't want to say I've seen every Billy and Mandy episode. There may have been someone pretending to be Cookie who also tries to take the Grim Reaper title at one point, but... I don't want to say that wasn't a thing that happened. It very well might have been, but... Yeah, I do remember it was a thing in both shows for some reason. I liked Kids Next Door. Kids Next Door was kind of an underrated show. I bet if I had to go back and watch, I'm confident I would prefer Kids Next Door to Billy and Mandy. Remember that crossover? That's when Mandy took over the K&D. That I don't remember happening. Snow White is gonna die. She's just so much less durable than... good old Cinderella. Kingdom Hearts characters always look so weird next to the Disney characters. I would be okay if we just stopped with the Disney characters. Oh, Max here. Don't spoil the context, but is there a Moana world?
While I look around.
Cookie number 3 being the Grim Reaper was a thing in the TV movie. It was definitely a thing in the Billy and Mandy TV movie. And I know it was referenced once or twice in a few Kids Next Door episodes. Damn ads.
Someone's asleep.
And I think in one episode she dressed up as Grim for Halloween.
The coast is clear.
Actually, it went both ways, because that also came up very briefly, I think, in a Halloween episode of Billy and Mandy, right? Or am I getting the episodes mixed up? And, like, Cookie just steals the fucking scythe.
He rescued me.
You mustn't be more.
Anyway, it's so random, but I kind of love the randomness of it.
Please don't send him away. You see,
Because Cookie's also, like, one of the ones you would least expect to be the Grim Reaper.
So very frightened.
What happened?
Well, I was picking flowers by the wood, and there was a stranger there. He had a sword, but it was like a key. And then these
Can't remember.
monsters came and...
I haven't seen Moana, but I kind of want to.
Terra!
You mean the stranger saw you and sent his horde of evil demons after you?
Terra would never do that!
Oh, of course. I'm sure he wouldn't. Not if he's someone who's your friend.
Like, I kind of appreciate the concept of it, because it's a really like, you don't usually see, like, Polynesian mythology get addressed at all. It's like one of those, like, underappreciated mythologies. And we all know I'm all about, like, hey, we gotta appreciate the underappreciated stuff more. Speaking of underappreciated stuff, now hold on, I'm not saying it's underappreciated. What I am saying is I've seen a few clips from the game Forspoken. Now I know when I saw the original trailer, I think Mactier was the one who put it on Discord, I was like, that game looks fucking terrible. And then it came out and it turned out it was fucking terrible. But I've seen some clips of it being played. And let me clarify, I still think it looks fucking terrible. But, like, I kind of want to try it, right? Like, I kind of want to just be like, hey, is it, like, fun terrible, though? I don't know. But it's, like, $70, so I'm going to wait for Square Enix to sell it to me for, like, $12, like they do with Final Fantasy 15. We can look after Snow White from now on. Kaneko made an NFT art, and SMT fans were either disappointed or bending over backward to defend him doing it. The princess is so pretty, I nearly forgot to achoo. I don't know why, like, so many speaking of, like... It's a very clean, I like how you went off of that from Mythologies instead of Square Enix. Square Enix is, like, so dedicated to the concept of NFT games, and no one wants these. Like, gamers have universally been decided, no, we're not doing that. Since we started helping the princess, I wake up bright and early every morning. Gorsh! Snow White sure is nice. It's you again, you thief. What do you want? No, it. Oh my god. Fuck you, Grumpy. Snow White bakes the best gooseberry pies I've ever tasted. I don't know what a gooseberry tastes like. I'm gonna fucking turn Grumpy into foot up his assy soon. Oh no, it's a treant. I know there's a frozen world. In Kingdom Hearts 3. And I will say that Elsa is one of the very few Disney characters who would actually theoretically be on, like, Kingdom Hearts fighting level. As for spoken, I always like that with Yick. Oh, you want to see just, like, it's clearly bad, but, like, how bad? With Yick, though, I'm not even curious. I'm like, oh, I can, because, like, with Forspoken, I'm like, I could see myself maybe enjoying this in an ironic kind of way. With Yick, I can just look at it and go, no, there's no fucking way. I wonder if Nomura is fighting tooth and nail to keep NFTs out of Kingdom Hearts. I wouldn't be shocked if Nomura is fighting tooth and nail to put NFTs in Kingdom Hearts. Nomura is a lunatic. Oh, you already played Yick. Oh. Well, what'd you think about it? You're the only one I know who's actually dived into that dumpster then.
Excuse me.
Is it weird of me to say that if given the opportunity, I think I'd rather fuck the evil queen than Snow White?
Thank you, my pet. To tell the truth, I really don't know what I would have done without that. Haven't I seen that sword before?
Terra has one. You know Terra?
Oh, yes, yes. That ruffian pointed one
You
of
can
those
tell
at
the
me
people who worked
asking
on the game
about
really
some
cared about it.
Xehanort. My poor heart nearly stopped.
That doesn't sound like him at all.
Snow White is 12. Holy
Ma'am,
shit!
Where did Terra go?
I'm sure I
In the
have
movie?
no idea.
What are your impressions of
Must
Biomutant?
you all
Biomutant doesn't
menace a
really
poor
interest me.
granny so?
Like a sort of like a 3D
No, I
like
was
shooter kind of game. I know you played that for a while.
Just... Terra, what did you do?
She does not look 12. That's the same fucking Keyblade Terra got. Like, that's the exact same Keyblade. I thought I was gonna get different Keyblades, but that's just the same one. I have never, in Kingdom Hearts' long history, ever received the same Keyblade twice like that. The only exceptions are with Oblivion and Oathkeeper, which makes sense to get duplicates of. This is just Castle of Dre. I thought these were different worlds. These are the same fucking worlds Terra went to. It's in the same fucking worlds. What the fuck? It's a bit more like DMC with a mix of melee and guns. I'm also not, like, terribly fond of the aesthetics. Anyway, Yik is competently made as a game for the most part, but I get this similar vibe from The Room. Like, it clearly someone cared about when they were making it. It was just they made a fuck-up mess. Those are actually kind of, like, the best kind of bad projects. Like, when effort is put in and you still fail, it, like, those are more satisfying experiences than, when, like, no effort is put in and it's just, like, a phoned-in crapshoot, you know?
Now, Jack, what's all the fuss about?
Like, there's something infectious about passion.
Oh, a new friend. Where is he?
I have a new appreciation for Cinderella.
Oh, dear.
And, like, on principle, she might be my favorite Disney princess. Each character visits different parts of the same world at different times.
What is going on? Somebody tell me how I got so small!
Most believable part of Valhalla is to me is that in the 2070s, Yik has a couple.
Don't be afraid. Oh! How interesting. I've never seen a mouse like you before.
I think the most believable part about Valhalla is that Kanye West has taken over a small South African country, or South American country, and lives with an army of robot waifus.
Not a worry, pal. We like you. Flinderelli like you too. She's a nice, very nice.
Kanye-vania, yeah.
Come on now, Johnson.
Here, Ven visits Cinderella's world before Terra does. Oh, okay.
Call me Ven.
At some point, it like, I think it's like when you're in, like, the selection, it says that all the characters have different worlds. Which means at some point, the game is live.
Yours. I'll see you in a little while, then.
Wow, I guess she's got her hands full.
Just work. Step Muddy keep a Flinderelli busy all day.
She didn't seem to mind much, though.
No, not so Flinderelli.
You know, Cinderella's actually kind of hot. Now that I'm looking at her.
Dream done come true.
That sounds like somebody I know.
I can't wait to find out she's actually 9.
That's all I've dreamed about.
Hey, maybe you can help me find him. His name's Terra. You seen him?
No. Never saw Terra fall.
Oh, well. It was worth a shot.
Come on, follow me. Gotta see the house.
Hey!
Well, I can see a first skirt at this height, Ventus. That would be a unique plot twist if we find out that Ven's just a little pervert. I mean, honestly, he is kind of like the youngest of the trio. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got, like, some raging fucking hormones.
It's over.
Oh, no, but didn't he have all of his dark side pulled out of him? Oh, Zach, have you seen the P5X Mara design? What? Oh, I'm assuming that Beep was the P5X Mara design. No, I do not believe I have. Actually, yes, I think I have, but I do not remember what it. I actually definitely have. I just don't remember. So Snow White is 12 in Disney version. Always thought she was in the late teens. She looks 16. I would have guessed like 14, 16.
What's that?
But that's okay, because Evil Queen's got that fucking MILF energy, if you know what I mean.
Is Cinderella going?
The way they censored Mara is on par with the Eater Shades on Hitler.
Hello, you two. Have you become friends already?
Look, I'm just saying Cinderella can get it. Is all I'm putting out there.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You sure look happy, Cinderella.
I'm going to the royal.
I want to be real. She should be freaking out harder than she is. Could you imagine what happens? Would happen to you if like a fucking, like 1 foot tall,
all right.
fucking no, he's got to be 6 inches. If a fucking 6-inch tall teenage boy suddenly appeared in your room,
Why not?
like, be real with me. You'd freak the fuck out. I'd freak the fuck out. Why is she so calm? That's delightful. I love that. That is just amazing. They just put a little hat on him.
But what do we need to get?
Walk around the house. Lots of pretty things.
Okay, let's do it. I'll go find whatever we need. Jacques, you get things set
P5X
up
is
here.
kind of weird. I don't know if I have to play it. I feel like I might not.
Carefree Rusafi.
Rusafi?
Rusafi, a cat. Meaning sneaky. Jump-a-choo, bite-a-choo. Ha!
Gotcha.
She lives with talking rodents. Nothing surprises her. You know what? You got me. You need 5 items to complete Cinderella's dress: a white sash, a white lace, a white button, pink fabric, and pink thread. Stereotypical. I'm gonna be straight up, right? If she lives in a world where because, like, Cinderella's got magic powers, because she's the fucking coolest, right? So she can, like, talk to animals in general. Like, she can talk to birds and shit, right? So, like, if you just have the ability to talk to birds, I feel like that's, like, normal life for you, right? But you know what isn't normal life for you? A fucking 6-inch tall teenage boy suddenly showing up in your house. Like, that would be weird. Like, I feel like that's a step above talking mice to me. Like, Cinderella's a little too chill, is what I'm saying. Have you read Junji Ito's Snow White? I don't think I've read anything by Junji Ito. This is before Fairy Godmother. Well, in the context of Kingdom Hearts, I guess it kind of makes sense, right? Because their hearts are pure light. So maybe the argument, because like we had a similar issue with like Snow White, like Ventus meets Snow White and she's like, yeah, I'm getting like groped by trees in a fucking evil woods. And Ventus is like, I found a random ass house in the middle of these dark, deep woods. Maybe you can sleep there. I'll lead you there. And Snow White's like, bet, I trust you implicitly. Like, I don't know. I think she was a little too trusting, is what I'm saying. And so, like, maybe because their hearts are pure light, it's one of those things where, like, they're incapable of assuming anything bad is gonna happen to them. Like, they're so pure that they, like, just become fucking stupid. Like their purity almost becomes like a fault. Which is, of course, more thought and characterization, I guarantee you, than the game has bothered to put into it. Come to think of it, Kingdom Hearts never, like, explores its characters, does it? I think the closest we get is in a brief scene with Riku in Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, actually, Kingdom Hearts 1 did that. And there is a bit of a scene in Kingdom Hearts 2. Maybe I'm being a little too judgmental. It doesn't do it very often, though. That's fucking busted. Payback rate is crazy. Wait, hold up.
Fire! Come on!
I think the manga series gives a bit more characterization. I would hope so. I've heard good things about, at very least, the original Kingdom Hearts manga, and I've known people who've read them, but I myself have never actually read them. Ugh. So this is the inside of the house that Terra kept standing in front of. White lace, a lovely piece of white lace that Jacques needs to make Cinderella's dress. Whoops.
Bring it!
Remember when Axel kidnapped Kairi in 2? I do remember that. I remember thinking Axel was so cool when I was growing up, and then I remember playing the game like last year and being like, man, Axel is so fucking lame. It's like that, like, like that thing I talked about, I think, last stream, where I'm like, you know, kids are like the least cool fucking people on the planet. Basically, Snow White, but, you know, horror. Queen asks the mirror who's the most beautiful, and the mirror says Snow White, and the queen learns the king is fucking Snow White, so she kills Snow White, and then the mirror says Snow White is the most beautiful, and Snow White is back alive, this time with 7 orbs, ghosts of the dwarves. That's weird. Let's see. A length of soft pink fabric the giant needs to make Cinderella's dress. So the queen cuts up her face and then kills her again and again. So Snow White's like immortal in this one. In the manga, Axel burns Heinz and Pence alive. Oh, they like die or some shit? You know, speaking of, I wasn't even thinking about them. They better come into play in fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 or some shit. Or that whole goddamn well, you know what? I'll defend that prologue, I guess. I guess it makes sense in the context of Kingdom Hearts 2, but, like, if the series is gonna... Hayner, right. If the series is gonna keep going, they need to, like, do something with these characters. Like, the problem with, like, constantly making sequels is, like, sometimes you just, like... you run into the issues where you're, like, going past the part where you, like, solved people, like, the story. And then she just burns Snow White alive, and Queen burns up too, but the Queen is burnt a skeleton, and Snow White is, like, a charcoal statue. Blame that on the arc, alright? It's fine. I just thought Haynes was some character I've never fucking heard of before. The dwarf orbs keep bringing her back. Did the queen just try and burn the dwarf orbs? Sometimes you gotta just kill a ghost, you know? So, there is supposed to be somewhere you can go up. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do without high jump.
See ya! Rock! Yeah!
Yeah, because I can't jump that high.
Yeah!
There should be other mouse holes to explore. Maybe I have to bring the shit back and then I'll get, like, something. Can I have a hint? The white sash is in the room downstairs on top of the stack of books in the box. The white button is downstairs in the same table as the clock. The pink thread is on top of the shelf in the room downstairs. It's less of a hint and more you just told me exactly where to look. So that means that everything is down here.
Bring it! It's over! Fire! Yeah! Rock! Yeah! Rock! Come on! Yeah! 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 Rock! Yeah! Yeah! Rock! Yeah!
Hell yeah! My terror leveled up. Alright, so... Oh, there is another mouse hole. I'm blind. Haha! Man, thank... Can I set the house on fire? Well, I tried. How big does a fucking spider have to be to somehow get full-size cheese stuck inside of its web? Let's see, Max. Blizzard. I guess there's never a benefit to not having a command here, right? So I guess I should just pick whichever one I like, so we'll go sliding dash. Wardrobe room. Ooh. You know what that means? It means the mice are peeking on Cinderella while she's changing. You shouldn't do that. You should respect people's privacies. A spool of pink thread that Jacques needs to make Cinderella's dress. Sack says, don't look at people naked unless they're okay with it. You can jump on that yarn ball and roll over enemies, but you won't get XP. Good to know? But more in a, well, now I know not to do that kind of way. Wait, hold up. You think I can... Because there's no fall damage in Kingdom Hearts, right? So can I... I can... Honestly, gameplay-wise, this might be one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games. I know it's a very, like... From what I've heard, people's, like, opinions on the gameplay of this are very mixed. Like, some people are like, fuck yeah, it's the best one, and then other people are like, yeah, it's fucking garbage. Old Image would suck at this. Be nightmarish. Fall damage sucks in every game, honestly. Has anyone played a video game with fall damage in it and then been like, oh, thank God it has fall damage? Snow White's got a lot to live up to because Cinderella is like the absolute strongest summon in the game. Or as far as Terra is concerned. Fortnite has fall damage? The game about building 1 billion feet into the sky has fall damage? See? Exactly. Exactly my point. Does anyone ever see fall damage and go, woo! I love it! I love me fall damage. Like, I get it in, like, a PvP game, you might be like, woo, I love fall damage because I've just knocked the other person off the, I've just knocked another person off a ledge. Like, when you knock someone over the ledge, I guess maybe it's kind of cool, but, like, universally, I think every time someone falls in a game, it's like, does this game have fall damage? And then the second the answer is yes, you always go, aw. And the second the answer is no, you go, fuck yeah, this is the best game I've ever played in my life. And then you then proceed to just throw yourself off the highest fucking mountain every opportunity you get. Like, is it just me, or... Because I feel like that's how it works. fuck yeah, I got a white button. It's a simple white button. Jock needs to make Cinderella's dress. Now all I need is that piece of cloth, and I don't know how I would get there. I did it. I'm the coolest. And that's a white sash, a pretty white sash Jock needs to make Cinderella's dress. No!
Still needs a pitty pearl.
Leave it to me.
I mean, I'd like to give Cinderella some pearls if you know what I mean. Imagine if there's fall damage in Spider-Man game. Honestly, I've seen Spider-Man games with fall damage, and Spider-Man's one of the few games I think you can probably justify fall damage in that way. If only because, like, I think it makes a good point about, like, how if you miss a web swing, he just fucking splats. But I have seen Spider-Man games with fall damage. Because I think, because the thing, like, Spider-Man I don't think can just fall from infinite heights safely.
Oh, there it is.
Although, speaking of which, now that I have a PS5, I can actually play that Spider-Man game. I didn't like playing it on PS4 because it sounded like my fucking console was melting, but the PS5 should be able to handle it no problem.
Look out! Flurry, flurry, bang, bang!
Like, they're like very late stage PS4 games are clearly not designed for a PlayStation 4. They're clearly designed for a PS4 Pro.
Time to play, cat.
Bang, bang!
Take the pearl, Jack. I'll hold him off. Run!
Zip, zip.
Chase Lucifer off, dodge his pounces, and leap onto his back. Can't I just beat his ass? Here, we'll go Snow White. And we'll go Sleepy. Come here, you little fucker. No, don't go away. I want to beat your asshole in. Go, Sneezy. Go, Grumpy. Go, Happy. Go, Flame Salvo. Oh, it's like Dark Salvo, but flames. Okay, that's pretty cool. Go, Doc. Okay, so it seems like Snow White's ability is general AoE attacks based on elemental damage. Like, it covers, like, the full elements, including healing. With a single strike rate. That's not bad. It's not Cinderella. But I wasn't expecting Cinderella because Cinderella is so fucking strong in this game. Did you see the new trailer for the new Yakuza game? I did not. I didn't know there was a new Yakuza game. Oh, wait, I think I vaguely heard about it, right? They're doing, there's like a Kiryu game, and then they're doing Like a Dragon 2, right?
You saved me before, so I saved you. That's what friends do, right?
Zug, zug. Ben, ben, Jaka, do it, friend.
Now, let's get that dress finished.
Oh, well. What's a royal ball? After all, I suppose it would be frightfully dull and boring and completely wonderful.
Cinderella!
Is that my dress?
That's a nice dress.
Yes. It's a present from us.
Obviously not as good as like the fairy godmother dress, but that's still a pretty
Now
good
you
dress.
have a dress for the ball.
Why, it's such a surprise.
Flurry, flurry! Time to go, Flinterelli!
Oh, thank you.
Chuck, hope of Flinterelli dream come true.
Kiryu is a secret agent with a gadget that allows him to type enemies and swing through ramp.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I've seen a trailer, but I've seen like vague amounts of gameplay. Is that just a wooden sword with the word terror written on it?
I know. You, me, and Ven all share the same dream.
Funny. I'd never really thought about it. At least until you asked me. My dream is to become a Keyblade Master.
Hope a Ven dream come true, too.
I just need to keep on believing. Right?
Zug.
I'm glad there's subtitles for Jacques because I cannot understand a fucking word this mouse is saying. Why, when Ventus goes to Cinderella World, is he miniature, but when Terra goes to Cinderella World, he's Terra-sized? Because plot. you fucking caught me there. Alright, Treasure Trove. Oh, I should have switched to Treasure Troves a while ago. It's just, like, better. How's Stroke of Midnight? Stroke of Midnight's better critical hits, but less strength. Nah, I'd rather guaranteed damage. If I saw what So the thing is, Kingdom Hearts doesn't give you enough information to make these decisions, because it's like, what's the difference really between... Like, I'm sure someone knows how this is calculated, but I don't know what the difference between Strength 2 and Strength 3 is, and I don't know what the crit rate is with Stroke of Midnight. Like, if I had, like, specific numbers, then I could, like, do the math, but Kingdom Hearts is, like, very good about using arbitrary numbers to show you this information. Oh, it actually was called a treant. Wow, that's fun. I don't think we're going to worry about treasures right now until we get Double Jump, because, like, Double Jump is, like, when we can worry about collecting all treasures. Not that we need to anymore, as it turns out, but we might as well, because we've done it in all the other ones. Alright, so... Normally, there's a little more fanfare, but I'm going to be honest, I really, really need to go to the bathroom, y'all. So we've streamed long enough. We're going to go ahead and call it quits. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. I so hope you had fun. I did. It's good to be back with the story now that we probably don't need to do 100% of the game. Great news. We should fly through this. I'm expecting to be done at least by the end of the month. Look forward to that. We will be back tomorrow. I need to go. I really have to go to the bathroom. So until then, I have been Sacrobolic, your Envoy of Hope. This has been Birth by Sleep. Bye-bye.